You introverted guys out there do not hear this enough, so I'm going to put it right behind me. A high-value lady will always appreciate an introverted man and find them much more attractive than the average extrovert. Now, a big reason for this is that it's highly likely she has dated the typical extrovert, which to some of us, we have experienced the complete jerk. We have been abused by our good nature and left us for somebody else. So you need to realize that us ladies really do appreciate the introverted types, as we just assume that you guys are more faithful, you are not out to get just one thing, so that you have this huge advantage which you haven't realized. Women prefer humble guys that would choose reading a book all night instead of going out to a nightclub. My name's Anna and stay tuned. Open-ended questions. If you have seen our Drumpf formula, it's usually that the introverts get friend-zoned as they don't build enough attraction. But before attraction is actually built, a woman needs to feel comfortable, which is where you guys are beautifully magnificent in this exact moment. Because women ask questions, they will do all of the talking naturally. So if you get them to do 80% of the talking, then naturally you are a fantastic listener. So when she senses this, then she can let down her guards and she feels more comfortable. And most likely you will let women speak because you're an introvert. You're happy to hear other people's opinions. It sounds pretty cheesy, but just asking, oh, what brings you here? It works really well. It doesn't matter if you are in a garden centre, you're at a bar or a library. Do people go to libraries anymore? But this will get her to open up and talk about her day and possibly show you what she has bought. It could be an amazing plant and you start going off and talk about plants. Or it's the drink she's ordered, so you can naturally build on the fact that she's ordered the soya cream, not the normal cream because she's a vegan and you're vegan too and yada yada yada. That's how you start a conversation. Speaking of which, make sure you have meaningful conversations. One of the pros of speaking with an introverted male is that they know their subjects pretty darn well. And when engrossed in a conversation about something they actually enjoy, they can open up and then all of a sudden they don't feel anxious. So you need to show your best non-anxious self and talk about something that makes you feel uber comfortable. Now this should really go without saying, but do not talk about things that you know women stereotypically don't want to hear. You don't want to be talking about the Iron Chancellor Otto von Bismarck, who ruled Germany, turning it into a modern unified nation. So keep it safe and just get her to open up about the choice of topic. Get her to give you the information herself. For example, where is she originally from? Why is she vegan? Talk about those advantages of having soy cream over normal cream, because you know for a fact she chose the soya milk latte. Find something in common as soon as possible. Ladies will analyze you straight away. It's a scary world out there. So we're going to figure out within a couple of seconds if we think you are a good fit and if we will let you come in closer to us. So if you have managed to build her curiosity enough that she wants to talk to you, then you have to try and hook that conversation immediately to something that she is familiar with and that you guys can both agree on. You could both like traveling, talk about that, or you could agree that the third Harry Potter book was the best and the first could be considered an embarrassment. Building a connection early on removes that awkwardness and it allows a space for you to suggest the next thing to do. For example, how about we uncringily watch a Harry Potter movie-thon together, or maybe even exchange said book? Give her a compliment. One of the easiest ways to approach a lady, but compliment her by what you first noticed about her. Or the second thing, if the first thing you noticed was how attractive she is. If you can, don't talk about how beautiful she is, because that's the first thing players do and that's not what we're going for here. So go in with a, wow, I saw you were reading this book and I have to ask, is it any good? I've been checking it out on Amazon for a while. Or, I absolutely love the jacket you are wearing. Or, wow, that hot chocolate deluxe looks absolutely amazing. So good choice. Now I want to order something. Would you recommend it for me? So let's get out how you should talk to her and let's talk about the actual environment. only approach a lady in a comfortable environment. Approaching a woman in the hope that she will be interested in you and wants to go out on a date is scary and risky. But one thing that makes it much less scary is doing so in an environment that feels comfortable to you. If you end up getting dragged out on a night out to a club or a pub with friends, and this really isn't your type of scene, engaging with women here only gives you access to women who also value night outs and clubbing. So you don't want to be wasting time on these girls that do not match your own values and interests of entertainment. But that goes without the saying that maybe an introverted lady has been dragged out by her group of friends. But that aside, you are going to be uncomfortable in any environment, let's face it. But especially in this one, you're going to have more anxiety and self-doubts to actually approach someone. So the lesson is to only approach when you feel most comfortable. Give your true opinion. Us ladies love it when we are talking with an introverted guy because they are honest about their feelings, they have a great sense of the overall picture, and we just love that sense of honesty from you because it's humbling. And we would much prefer to chat with a guy who can tell me that he doesn't like something and give me reasons why, instead of chatting with a guy who just says yes to everything and agrees just so that I like him more. So do not be scared to say that you don't like something. If you guys are talking about the latest bestseller or the latest movie that got lots of hype, the point here is it's great to have a back and forth. If a woman realizes that you can stand your ground with your own opinions, then this is absolutely amazing because remember, we want to date people that are very sure of themselves without being overly arrogant and overly confident. We want people that really like who they are. So by giving her your opinion of possibly the book that she's reading, you can say, I have to say it's absolutely terrible because of this and because of that. And she will say, oh, I feel offended, but you know what? I like the courage and the confidence. Let's read a book together. Tell me more about that. This is the perfect phrase to use if the previous options I've suggested are too scary or worst case scenario, your mind goes completely blank because you can't be writing these things down on your palm and then saying, give me 2 seconds. Do you like to go traveling? It just doesn't work. So this is the fail-proof way to open up to other ladies. Just say, tell me more about that. It makes this the most easiest way to approach a lady to get her to open up and to feel comfortable. If you see a girl in a library or a bookshop reading the synopsis on the back of the book, you can ask her that you want her opinion. You can say, I've been checking out this book for a while but not actually purchased it, and I've seen you've read the synopsis. What do you think about it? Now this method gets your foot in the door to approach her without coming across creepy. And after she has explained her thoughts on that specific thing, you can start to open up the conversation a little bit more. Now this works in many, many different scenarios. You could go to, let's pretend you go to a sushi restaurant on your own and there happens to be another lady sat there on her own. You can walk in and say, I am so sorry to do this, but I'm here on my own and I've never been here before and I just want to know, what would you recommend for a first timer? There's so many different ways that you can use the phrase, tell me more, give me your opinion, open up on this, or tell me what to do because I don't know what to do right now. And if you allow that space for the lady to actually talk, that's when she builds those comfortable feelings. I am fresh out of tips, but if you do want some more, then don't worry. There are some videos here next to my head. Go click on these because I really think you will like them. All you have to do now is tell me how much you enjoyed the video, give me a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, stay happy. Bye bye.